There she is. This is a culmination of a trip from Lake Charles, Louisiana, New Orleans, and Mobile, Alabama. And in this episode, join me for a stay at the historic and iconic Hotel Monteleone on Royal Street in the newly remodeled wing, a surprising dinner at the Vampire Café, a side quest to a speakeasy on Bourbon Street where invitations are very limited, and end up with dessert at Sucré, a must visit in the French Quarter. Let me add here, before I dig into all the details, if you'd like more information on the Sunset Limited and the new Mardi Gras route, I'll leave links in the description. This entire trip was kind of a whim. I've always loved riding trains. There's just something about the rhythm, the slow roll through small towns, and the quiet of watching the scenery pass me by. It's romantic and exciting, all at the same time. It's a remembrance of the golden age of train travel, and we are lucky enough to have an Amtrak stop right in our smallish town. And I couldn't resist taking a trip. This time, I decided to head to New Orleans. Since this is a culmination of many trips, let's dig into some details of the history of them both. The Sunset Limited is one of the grand legends of American train travel. A route born in the late 1800s when travel meant luxury. Think barbershops on the train and the steel wheels echoing through the desert. The Sunset Limited first rolled out in 1894 under the Southern Pacific Railroad, linking New Orleans to the far-off west promise of Los Angeles. It was named after the Sunset Route, a line chasing the warmth of the sunset instead of the frozen northern routes. At the beginning, the train was all Pullman cars, sleeper cars serving only the elite class of travelers who could afford the best and an entire train car to themselves. The stainless steel cars arrived in the 1950s, glittering under the desert sun and in the waters of the bayous. And the Sunset Limited moved on to its next phase of travel, more inclusive and metro modern in its design. Amtrak took over in 1971, and the name lived on, continuing to carry dreamers, workers, and wanderers between the Gulf Coast and the Pacific. For a while, the Sunset Limited stretched all the way to Florida, making it the true only coast-to-coast train in the U.S. But Hurricane Katrina had different ideas, and the rail lines between New Orleans and Florida were devastated. Even so, the Sunset Limited still remains the oldest named train still in operation, and she rolls 3 times a week between New Orleans and Los Angeles, connecting nearly 2,000 miles of landscape and people. And then there's the Mardi Gras route. Newer in name, but rich in heritage. She connects New Orleans to Mobile, Alabama, and a ton of smaller cities in between. The Mardi Gras route hugs the coast and follows the original Sunset Limited corridor. Mardi Gras being the nod to the celebrations that define New Orleans and that Mobile started. The Mardi Gras route glides over bayous, salt marshes, and fishing towns. It's a moving postcard of the deep South. It's a short trip, about 3 hours and some change, but layered in history and scenery. You'll see herons, and if you're lucky, the Rosette spoonbill. The Mardi Gras route represents a revival, and it's not just about getting from point A to B. It's about the fun in between. On the Sunset Limited, you can enjoy a sit-down dinner in the dining car. On the Mardi Gras route, it's a muffaletta from locally sourced delis. The Sunset Limited is also about the desert, and the Mardi Gras route is all about the coast. At the end of the day, New Orleans is a hub that connects it all, and the city of New Orleans is mysterious and romantic, centuries old but always evolving. New Orleans Union Passenger Train Terminal was built in 1954, and those stunning murals were painted by Conrad Albrizio, an LSU professor and artist. Let's head on over to the Hotel Monteleone. It is my go-to place when I'm in the French Quarter. The history of the hotel began in 1886 when Sicilian immigrant Antonio Monteleone purchased a small hotel in the current location. The hotel has undergone several renovations and expansions, but it has been continuously operated by generations of Monteleones, and now it is one of the last family-owned hotels in the United States. To add to the hype, it's designated a National Literary Landmark, recognized for its connections to Tennessee Williams and William Faulkner. It's also a member of the Historic Hotels of America. The Hotel Monteleone has been featured in multiple Hollywood blockbusters and is famous for its Carousel piano bar and lounge. Named one of the top 20 bars in the world by Vogue, it was installed in 1949 and has been making the rounds ever since. See what I did there? With its view of Royal Street and craft cocktails, it is a must-see when you're in the French Quarter. Let's head on over to the newly remodeled Iberville Tower and do a room tour. I just got back to my room at the Monteleone, and they have really upped their game, and I don't know if it's just because I'm in the new remodeled section, which is the Iberville Tower, but I came back to a turn-down service, chocolates on the bed, and water by the bed as well. And let me just show you this. They put them in these little containers because they are more eco-friendly, and they even set them on some little... Anyway, the room at the Monteleone and the Iberville Tower it's really lovely. They have kept with the theme of the historical value of the hotel, and also just it's lovely. So let's do our video walkthrough real quick. I did not do it earlier. This is absolutely beautiful what they have done. I also love that my cords were a little sketchy at first, and they fixed them for me. The room is absolutely beautiful. And again, they've kept it with the historical value of the hotel, but also updated it beautifully. Water by the bed, robes and slippers laid out. Chocolates. It's just really a beautiful room. They also provide sparkling and spring water and a praline at no charge. And then let's check out the bathrooms, because they really did. Excuse my bright green bathing suit right there. I did go spend some time in the pool area earlier. Hi again. But they have really stepped up their game. It's really a beautiful, beautiful room. Next stop, just a short walk from the hotel, is the Vampire Café and some dinner. So I came in on the Amtrak, and I'm at the Vampire Café in the French Quarter, and this place is super cool. And so I got a glass of wine, and it says, it's a vampire brand, and it says, sip the blood of the vine. Anyway, the food looks on the menu like it's going to be amazing. What I expected from the cafe and what I found were two totally different things. I expected a kitschy little place with a lot of show and not a lot of substance. What I found took me by surprise in all the right ways. Attentive staff and friendly service, reasonable prices, and an experience that was every bit delicious as it was fun. At the Vampire Café in New Orleans, and I got tomato salad with fresh cheese, and basil, and then I got some crab claws. So I'm gonna try the crab claws first. They seem easier to get to, but they're barbecued. That's very tasty. Good to dip the bread in. That's even better in my opinion. Okay. Let's try this tomato and basil, something really super fresh. And I would like to say it's a pretty cool vibe, and I've got a friend back there. Okay, that's actually really good, and it's not the normal balsamic vinegar that you normally taste on it. It's kind of got a smoky flavor, which I really love. So very cool. Definitely glad I tried this out. Okay, so I got dessert. It's little bats. And they're chocolate. That's so close to my face. Okay, so anyway, they're chocolate bats. And they have little, look at that. Little eyes and everything. Like, can you not love that enough? I almost hate to eat them, but like, ooh. Wow. That is some exceptionally rich chocolate. Almost like a truffle kind of chocolate. I'm gonna give 5 stars for the Vampire Café, for sure. Never do I come to Bourbon Street. I come to New Orleans a lot. I do not ever come to Bourbon Street. But I have a special pass to a Speakeasy. So this is a side quest. We're doing a side quest. So the location has been found. And now I have to provide a card to get into the Speakeasy. Now listen, you can only get the card to the Speakeasy by going to one of the Vampire Cafe locations, like that You can only get the card by going to the Vampire Café or one of their other locations. So,
How about somebody sold on
hello? Where do I go for this?
What is this thing?
It's the Potions Lounge. They didn't give me a word though.
Read the invitation.
Huh?
Read the invitation.
Okay, hang on. Find the vampire hint in the courtyard. Tell them the vampire sent me. You're the vampire.
I see your IDs.
Yes. Okay, so side quest achieved. I have made it into the Speakeasy. I'm not even gonna lie, it was a little terrifying at first. There is someone that meets you in the courtyard and you have to know what to say. And I had not read the card fully, so I did not know what to say, and it was a little terrifying. The Speakeasy is absolutely super cool. No pictures are allowed inside though. So like, I can't show you how cool it is because there's no pictures allowed. But I can assure you, it is probably one of the coolest places I've been in New Orleans thus far. Just across the street from the Hotel Monteleone is Sucré, a dessert boutique that is as iconic as the wrought iron balconies that line these streets. Founded in 2007 by Joel Dondas, Sucré earned its reputation as New Orleans' first dessert-only restaurant. Though it faced a dramatic closure in 2019, which crushed me, the spirit of Sucré came roaring back in the late 2020s under new female ownership. Go girl power! Sucré isn't just a dessert, it's an experience, much like most of this amazing city. Beautiful to behold and absolutely divine to taste. Okay, so let's try it. This is not one of their desserts that I've had before. We have come for a lot of other desserts, but not this one. So, I definitely will not be able to eat this entire thing, but okay, and look. These are little white chocolate pieces that actually say Sucré on them, and they have edible glitter on them. If you're in New Orleans, Sucré is where you have to go. I love the ease of hopping on the train and heading to New Orleans. No traffic, no stress, just sitting back and watching the scenery until arriving at your destination. Remember that although Amtrak connects the big cities, there are always small cities in between that usually have no idea they are a stop on the route. And the train is always moving and always just a quick hop on board to see your new favorite place. Staying at the Hotel Monteleone always feels like coming home. I was born in New Orleans and I've made sure to visit often. The hotel service is always warm and friendly, the rooms elegant and comfortable, and just add here, there is also a rooftop pool, which is perfect for unwinding after a day of exploration. The Vampire Café had been on my must-visit list, and I'm so happy I finally found the time to go. The gimmicky vibe I expected turned out to be fun and delicious. And that side quest to the Speakeasy, it added a perfect touch of mystery to an already mysterious and romantic city. In the upcoming episodes, we will be changing gears and you won't want to miss it. If you love history and affordable destinations, make sure to hit the subscribe button to see where we end up next.